I'm Alfred from the contender. Everybody wants to be a champion. That's not enough. You have to start by wanting to be a contender. Before I became a boxer, I worked at a store. One night my friends James, Major, and Hollis decided to rob the store that I worked at. I forgot to mention to them that the owners had just installed a silent alarm. I didn't go along, but when they robbed it, James got arrested and Hollis and Major got away. Later that night, Major and Hollis beat me up. So when I got home, I lied to my aunt and said that I fell off a fence. Several days later, after I got beat up, I decided to become a boxer. I stopped by a gym and a man named Mr. Donatelli told me what boxing was all about. To sum up what he said was that before becoming a champion, I had to be a contender, that I probably would want to quit and to become a bad boxer. I went through a lot of tough training, then I quit for a couple of days to party with Hollis, Major, and James, only to get totally wasted and find out that James became a heroin addict. A day or two later, Major and I went to Coney Island, Major's stolen car. The cops almost got us, but we got away. After months of training, I finally would have my first fight. My first fight, I was booed terribly because I wasn't aggressive, but I won by judge's decision. My second fight, I won by knockout, and my opponent was knocked unconscious. I felt so bad and was afraid of how powerful a punch can be. My third and final fight was the toughest yet. My opponent was bigger and stronger than me, but I hung in there, although I lost. After that fight, I promised James that we would battle his addiction together.